Okay. So this is different. This is new. There's a really good chance that I'm going to be deleting this live stream because I am just testing out a very, very new rig here. So if you could, am I even live? I don't know. Testing completely new rig, testing completely new software. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong there. And people are making super loud noises everywhere. So this is going to be great. It's wonderful. Totally great. So let me see real quick. Oh, look. Okay. So yes, I am apparently. All right, guys. Good audio and video. Good. All right. So this, if you saw my earlier broadcast, I had promised that I was going to try to test out this new rig, which is extremely fancy, but also extremely daunting considering I've never used it before. And then on top of that, I never really used it for live streaming, and I don't have a license for my normal broadcasting thing, Wirecast. I don't have one of those for this particular laptop, so I'm using the free thing OBS, so I'm literally learning OBS in real time. Okay, so the cool thing about this is I've got a lot of stuff going on here, but very little battery power, so I don't know how long this live stream is going to go for before stuff starts collapsing. So first of all, this laptop is the new MacBook Pro, the really, really fast one, and this can actually handle streaming. It's quite nice. I've got a Shure SM7B microphone going to a new audio interface that, again, I don't have a lot of experience with. It's made by a company called SSL, and SSL is like a serious audio company. And one of the guys from Bulk Reef Supply, who used to be an audio engineer, turned me onto this company. He said, "You're gonna love it. Dr. Dre uses it." So anyway, so I'm using an SSL2 to power and use this microphone. The camera is my Canon C200 and not my potato iPhone from earlier today. So this is an actually pretty decent camera that can actually see some color. Having said that, we're late in the day, so these lights are going to start turning down and bluer as we go. So stuff is going to look really damn blue because it's straight up really damn blue. Other than that, this whole thing is on multiple levels of stabilization. So when I move, stuff is smooth. See that? It's all on a motorized cart. And by motorized cart, I mean the camera has a 3-axis gimbal stabilizer. It's got a vehicle mount to absorb shocks. It has shock absorbing feet. So this huge rig with my laptop and my microphone and everything on it is silky smooth, guys. It's pretty neat. Actually controlling the camera, that'll be tough. But also what's really cool is I can raise and lower this table. Look at that. Got all the fancy tricks. I don't know if that picked up on the microphone, but I don't think this little pedestal, motorized pedestal, is really designed to handle this much weight sitting on top of it. But yeah, check that out. And why not? Okay, so I'm actually going to look at chat for a change. Why not 1440p? I'll tell you, my internet connection sucks. They don't want me to give you guys the delicious 1440 or the 4K. Theoretically, I could be delivering all this in 4K to you, but my internet connection says absolutely not. So 1080p 60 is the best I can do, and I'm still dropping frames. But yeah, check that out, guys. Okay, so Tech Gear Talk. What battery solution did I go with? I'm using the Bluetti, the one that you had linked. So thank you very much for that. So the problem with the Blue Yeti right now is it kind of discharges by itself if you just kind of like let it sit there. So my Blue Yeti is almost empty. So I have a light hooked up to this. So check this out real quick. Oh, look, it's got a studio light. Problem is, this studio light takes up a lot of electricity, and my battery is almost empty. So no studio lighting for you guys. But anyway, let's kind of maneuver on over here. Yeah, this is my ultra fancy setup, guys. Give us a picture. I can't. What is the internet speed? Okay, so I have halfway decent download speeds. Let's say it's 350 down. Halfway decent, right? My upload speed is like capped at 20. And this is the most expensive plan that I can get. It's pathetic. Seriously, it's pathetic. I've been trying to get fiber here forever, but I live basically in farmland. They're not going to give me fiber. Let's see. So was the table loud? Okay, I'm gonna do the lift again. Okay, let's see. So this table used to be dead silent. But I think I've like overloaded it with like a lot of weight. Overloaded it with a lot of weight. And I also have to make sure I don't hit the light on the ceiling, because this my ceiling is not that low, but this thing's just very high. Yeah, you can hear it. I'm not surprised you can hear it, because it's all kind of tied together to the same platform. So it's like my microphone, it gets vibration directly from this table. And believe it or not, my stabilizer is vibrating like crazy, and that's kind of getting transferred to the table too. Because everything here is hard. Yeah, if I don't touch anything, it's a little bit better. Oh, good. So right now, my stabilizer isn't fighting like crazy. The microphone is not too bad. I mean, normally, if I was to do like a broadcast of any kind, I would. So I'm gonna raise the table a little bit. I would actually try to turn pumps off and stuff, because that protein skimmer. I was about to point. I was like, wait a minute. I'm not using an iPhone. I just can't point at stuff. I'm like really far from the lens. I don't know if you saw my hand. Probably not. But that protein skimmer, I'll just point the whole damn thing at it. These protein skimmers are loud. They produce a whole bunch of noise. Also, we're in that weird time period where stuff is like outside, that the weather is like really cold, or it's really hot, or both. So at different times of the day, we're getting both heating and cooling. So every now and again, my air conditioning will just kick on. And that's nice and loud. I'm looking to fix that later this year. All right, so you know what? I can actually go back and read chat, guys, because I'm on a laptop and not my phone. A fancy wheelchair. Yeah, that's one description for it. Except I'm not sitting down. That would be nice. Starlink. Okay, so funny thing, Starlink. I'm signed up for the beta, but I'm a little bit too far south in Ohio yet. But I would love to get Starlink. I've already paid my $100 down or whatever they asked for. Get some foam pads. You see these things on the ceiling? Those are professional audio panels. And I have many of them. Many. So there's like a whole bunch there, a whole bunch more there on the ceiling. I'm looking into all those different solutions. Actually, I'll back all the way up, guys. I will show you what I'm talking about. Back up with the quickness, and hopefully I don't fall over onto something. You see all those things on the ceiling? They help quiet this place down a lot. They're like studio bass traps made by a British company called GIK Acoustics. But there's a lot of them, and there's going to be a lot more in the future too. It's like, how challenging is it to push the setup? It is silky smooth. Yeah, finally setting up a new tank. Can't wait to do some shopping with you. Awesome. I can't wait for you guys to do some shopping because I need the money. No, there's just a lot of crazy projects that we're doing. Like we poured a ton of concrete outside. That's so between the amount of work that we've done, that we had to do for like infrastructure improvements here, with the amount of travel that I've been doing lately. I've traveled 3 of the 4 weekends in October, for example. I didn't have a lot of time to do other things that I actually enjoy. And one of those things was to like make more content for you guys. And so here I just have to like throw together a couple live streams, and maybe I won't delete this. I was thinking like, this stream would be like awful and just not going anywhere. But I think that I'm going to keep it around just because I want to go back later and review this footage and see, where I can improve audio, where I can improve video. Because this is literally like I'm trying out 5 different things all at once. And so far, I got to say, it's not bad. I can try to get nice and close to these corals here, see how that will look. Kind of more like eye level with this stuff. Because I did an earlier stream with my phone, and compared to my phone, I wonder how this is doing. I mean, obviously it should be better, right? We're talking about like $1,000 phone versus like, I don't even know how much this is. Sagi, Tech Gear Talk in chat. Yeah, he knows how much this stuff is. I don't even want to think about it. It's probably like a Tesla Model 3 that I'm like rolling around here by hand. But yeah, guys. And it's not terrible to move around. I mean, like this is not terrible to move around. It's pretty nice because the casters are really high quality. This is much better, yeah. Okay, let's take a peek at the SPS show tank. Yeah, so Harkins, this rig is insane. I'm using my new laptop to do some streaming here, and I've got it hooked up to all kinds of professional audio. It's on a motorized cart that's got a whole bunch of different stabilization technologies for video. You may have seen like a quick sample of just what that rig looked like, but it's basically a motorized pedestal to go up and down. It's got a 3-axis gimbal stabilizer for the Cine camera, my C200. It has like a built-in cinema lighting, which I haven't turned on because I don't actually have a lot of battery, but I'll just click it on real quick. Boop. And off. So if I were to stand in front, which I'm not going to do, because I look like Garbo right now, I would be well illuminated and actually have like pleasant looking skin tones rather than all blue. That's a big ol' if though. But yeah, guys, what do you think? What are those 4-inch panels? So Dev Android, those are 6-inch bass traps. And I learned a little thing about audio when it comes to sound dampening, is that if you have a panel and you double the distance to the wall. Or I'm sorry, let's say you have a 6-inch panel. If you mount it 6 inches away from the wall, you're effectively doubling the absorption. So those panels on the ceiling are extremely effective because they're a 6-inch base trap. So glad you guys can come and hang out. I'm really unfamiliar with this entire layout for OBS, and I'm sure that like once I watch this thing back, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, there's like 10 things I need to fix because I don't know what I'm doing. I usually stream with a software called Wirecast, and that's what my like YouTube live shows where we're doing some selling. That's what that's all about. But that's a paid license, and I only have one seat, whereas OBS is free. And Wirecast allows you to do a whole bunch of stuff that OBS kind of doesn't yet, I don't think. I don't know. This is pretty good overall. I mean, I can't really complain too much about it. And at this point, guys, it is extremely dim here. Like, it doesn't necessarily seem it on camera, but it is really dim. Like, these lights are gonna be turning off within the next half hour, I imagine. But you can kind of get an idea of like what we got going on lighting wise. You see, it looks like it's somewhat bright. It's really not. I mean, it's almost like end of day. It's time to go home. In fact, I think that there's only 2 non-Than related employees here. So Becca's upstairs in the studio. That's the other problem with this setup. It ain't going upstairs. Probably like 200 pounds. And Stu, I believe, is still around doing some last minute touch-ups on things. But anyway, you guys, let's see some shrooms. All right, let's see here. Some mushrooms. Okay. Okay. So we've got some. Can I focus, guys? Please? 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 I'm going to kind of mess it up a little bit. Focus? Anytime? There we go. Yeah. So we got some different types of Rhodactis going on there. Some other things going on here. Yeah, my stabilizer didn't like me doing that. So let me try to fix it a little bit. Yeah, it's interesting to try to play with this thing and get it to its happy place. Now, unfortunately, I can't go down too much further than that. But that's what we're looking at. Add an elevator to the 20. Dude, I was literally looking up elevators last night. Ryan Sexton, from someone who works in broadcast, I must say you do a hell of a good job. Well, thank you so much. It's become like a weird little side, I don't know, little side thing that I've been kind of like playing around with. So let's see here. The water's so pristine. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna turn on the light here just cause if you know what, if I run out of batteries, I run out of batteries. But I could totally, in this big open space here, you guys, I'll whip around real fast. I could totally fit an elevator right here to the 2nd floor, right? There's Stu upstairs. I could totally, right? That's doable. And no plans for aquariums upstairs. It's going to be more office-y type stuff. Yeah, you see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I need to like dodge things that might hit this light. It's a much bigger light than it might seem. So yeah, see the lights are already turning off. Like Becca's tank is off. The QTs are about to turn off. People are checking out. So anyway, that about does it from here. I'm gonna plug our little sale one last time. Nothing's for free, you guys. Nothing. We are doing different sales all month. So I think this week might be the SPS week. Not sure, but check that out. There's some deep discounts. So we're not doing like a true Black Friday or anything. It's going to be just a bunch of different categories and stuff like that. Every week, different things. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I am going to call it for this little stream. Like I said, I was planning on just deleting it because I figured that something would just explode and not work. But this actually was kind of cool, and I want to review the footage. So once again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. And I am going to spend the next few minutes here trying to turn off the stream because I have never done this with OBS before. All right, I think I found it. All right, take care, guys. Happy reefing. I hope to get some other videos done soon. I've got a couple things in various stages of being done, and we'll see how they turn out. Because when I went to Dallas, I met up with a couple of people. I recorded their aquariums. We hung out. So we'll see how that all goes. Alrighty. Again, thank you all. Hope you have a good night. Later.